So I wanted to show you guys today my settings for the drone, a little brief tutorial on how to get it, how to make it work, how to put your time lapses together and actually make a clip with it. I hope this video helps you guys. Like, subscribe, and let's get into it. So after you purchase it, the drone will actually be, if you go under world map, just like you're spawning in a piece of equipment, you just go in and here, I'll just send this to garage to show you guys. But in garage, now you would click spawn, and that will spawn your drone, which you see here. The drone's here. Now this is where I came into problems. Right on, we got the drone. That's all good and fun. But you come over here, you press A to enter it, right? And now you're in the drone. So if you guys are playing on controller, there aren't any settings keybind to your controller, so really it won't work. You guys will have to figure that out because I'm not putting the time in to do all the settings for a drone that you just fly up and set it pretty much. So the stock settings for it are just to move around. Shift is down, space is up, forward is W, back is S, A and D are left and right. Okay, all the good fun. So the next step, this is where I had to go on Discord to honestly find the solution. I was like, how do you record? Like, what am I supposed to do? But just like when you're in the equipment, there's an equipment menu. So you're going to just click I while you're in the drone. This screen here on the left will come up. That's your drone controls. Now, I had somebody message me on Discord actually, commenting on my time-lapse footage and my drone footage. They were saying, how did you get your drone footage so smooth, and what's your settings and this and that? Honestly, you guys, all I do is time between frames. Like, just think of it like you're taking a photo, because that's what's going to happen. And how much time do you want between each photo? Like, I've done a lot of time lapses with heavy equipment while I'm out at work, and really, I set mine to 1.75. And then usually, I don't know, I'll just set this to like 5,000 just so I have enough time to do whatever I'm doing. I know that's a lot of photos, but if you go to 1.7, I find it smooth. I'll show you guys a time lapse with the standard 5 seconds between each frame, and then I'll show you guys a time lapse of 1.75 seconds between each frame. And it just, I find it looks so much smoother. You don't get that chunky bounciness all over the place. But here, you guys let me know which one you like more. Okay guys, so we're going to do the exact same thing, but 1.75 for the time between the frames. And then one of the most important things is after you're recording, when you come back to the drone, open the menu and press stop recording, you have to export it. But I'll just show you an example once we're done this. Time lapse is done. You open your drone menu once you're on it. You press to stop recording. And then after you stop recording, this is the most important part. Right here, actually, it says coach frames. This is how many frames it took, 237. But the most important part, click export. And then it will export the photo. I'll show you how to find it here in a moment, and I will show you how to turn it into a time lapse so you can make the clips that I just showed you. And guys, This is right around the time you crack open your Mountain Dew and take a big swig. So guys, your first step to making your time lapses will be come down under the search bar here and type in Time-Lapse Creator, and under apps it'll pop up. It's a free app. Download Time-Lapse Creator. You'll open Time-Lapse Creator. This is where you'll actually import all your photos. But before that, this is a tip that you'll want to take note of. This is how you'll find your photos, and trust me, you guys, it took me a long time to figure this out. Luckily, somebody again on Discord helped me. Windows R. The Windows key and R, this little bar will pop up. Now you'll type in %mark, local app data %mark, and then you'll click OK. Now, this will pop up here. You'll scroll down, you'll come down to O for out of OR, saved, and you'll go to screenshots. You'll see there's 2 files here. These have all the photos from your time lapses. And if you look, one time lapse has 55 photos, the other one has 236. The one with 236 is the one that we did 1.75 seconds between shots. It'll make the clip smoother, as you guys saw. But before we import these photos into Time-Lapse Creator, the step I recommend is go under your pictures and just make 2 folders, Time-Lapse 1, Time-Lapse 2, just to make it easy for you to find to import it. So we're going to go back to this. We're going to select one of these folders. We're going to select all the photos, right? We'll put this in Time-Lapse 1, okay? And then we will go back here. We will go back, and we'll go to images, and we'll put this one, all of these, in Time-Lapse 2. Now, you'll notice when we are moving these files, though, it's not like there's duplicates of them. So after you transfer them, if you go Windows R again to your local app data, and then you go to out of Oregon, where are you hiding? There won't actually be any photos now under these files, see? So keep track of them. But now that you have the files in, now that you have the photos in files and organized, just minimize this, exit this, and now in your Time-Lapse Creator, we're going to import files, and because you put it in those folders, they're going to be really easy to find. So first we'll do Time-Lapse 1, just do this, and we highlight all the photos again, click open, let it do its thing, and now your time-lapse is successfully created. Turn your quality up to high, frames, everything there. I just leave the same, but I put it 1080. See? And there you go. So you guys, I forgot one important step. When you go to save your time-lapse, click save, and then do whatever your file name is, but make sure you save it as, I do AVI. It allows me to use the clip on my video editing software right here. As you can see, we're in the process of making the video. But now you'll see I can add it. Here's one that I exported and I left it at MP4. I'll show you guys what I mean right here. Right here. Go to AVI and you'll be good. So now all you do is you take your newly saved time-lapse. I do believe it's this one. And there you go. Now it's imported into your video editing software. Now you can drag, drop, and it's a clip. And if you look, we click spacebar. There you go. Well guys, if this video helped you on the drone and settings or time lapses in any way, instead of liking, you see this beautiful mine we got in the background here? This is the mine that I started an episode on, Hardcore. We started by picking. but I'm looking for the community support and input on what steps to take next, where to develop, and what to do. So please, instead of dropping a like, if you don't mind, I'll leave a video link at the end of this video. You guys can skip episode 1 and get caught up on episode 2 and see where we left off. But drop your input, tips, anything on how you'd like to see the mind get developed and what you'd like to see for future videos.